Hey guys, welcome back to Hardcore Media 101. I'm Ricardo, and yes, it's been a while. It's been 3 weeks since I put out a video, and just been doing the whole family thing during the holidays and everything, so it's been really busy. But yeah, I'm back with another video, and I'm here to show you what I picked up during the holidays, and yeah, so pretty much the last couple weeks, 2 weeks. So yeah, but before we get to that fun stuff, would kindly ask you to please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram if you have an Instagram page. It's hardcore_media101. And also, don't forget to hit the likes on these videos. It really helps out my channel a lot. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right. Gotta shake off the rust because it's been a while, like I said. But it's like riding a bike, I guess. So here we go. So, all right. So let's get into the 4K, the couple 4Ks I picked up. That is not any boutique labels. So the first one I'm gonna show you is something that came out a couple weeks ago. I finally picked it up, and it is the Addams Family on 4K with a nice slipcover. Haven't seen this in years. Didn't realize it was as old as it was when I looked back at the year. But yeah, it's a pretty good movie, you know. I didn't really grow up with it so much. I really didn't watch it as a child. Well, when it came out when I think it was like 91 or something. Yeah, 91. So it's like 14. But I didn't really watch it at that time. I was already watching different kind of movies then. But yeah, just wasn't my thing. So, but it was cool to own, I guess. Okay, so the next one I did pick up. I picked this up used actually at a Second and Charles, and I love this movie. I have it on DVD, so it's a major upgrade to 4K. But I didn't even have it on Blu-ray. But I'm glad to own this. Didn't come with a slipcover, unfortunately, but it's okay. But yeah, it is Lord of War. Lord of War with Nicolas Cage, Jared Leto, and Ethan Hawke, of course. This is a good one. Really good movie. For $7.95, I could not beat it, so I had to pick it up. But I haven't seen it in a while, so me and the wife watched it, and yeah, really enjoyed it. So, Lord of War. Okay, so let's get into the next couple here. We'll go through some Blu-rays. These were okay. So these were Amazon pickups. This is the movie that I did grow up with. However, in the late '80s. There's so many of these kind of films. Okay, so I'm talking about this movie called Vice Versa with Fred Savage and Judge Reinhold. Have you ever heard of this movie? It's kind of cheesy, but it was a thing that was going around with, they were making a lot of these movies that they would basically switch identities with their parent or whatever. So yeah, so the kid, is in the adults. Well, his mind is in the adults. Hold on, I should say that again. Sorry. Okay, so the child has the mind of the adult, and the adult has the mind of the child. There we go. But yeah, so this was the year after the Like Father, Like Son came out with Dudley Moore and Kirk Cameron. Don't know if you remember that one, but so basically they took the same idea and just different jokes or whatever, but same kind of idea. But I really enjoyed this one because it's something bring back a lot of nostalgia for me because I grew up watching this a lot. So it was just funny that I actually used to laugh at some of these jokes. But yeah, it was put out by Mill Creek. So, but yeah, and then there was Freaky Friday. What was another one that they switched bodies? Obviously, Like Father, Like Son. And there was another one I can't think of it off the top of my head. But yeah, so there was, like I said, there was a few of those that came out. Okay, so the next one I picked up was a movie that I don't really come across and a lot of people don't talk about as much, but whatever. But I thought it was a really good movie. It wasn't just just a comedy. It had some serious issues and situations and stuff, and regarding parenthood and marriages and stuff, and things that problems and highs and lows that kind of go on through marriages and through being parents. But I am talking about Parenthood with Steve Martin and a whole bunch of people. Diane Weist. It's got Rick Moranis in it. It's got a young Keanu Reeves in it, and it's even got a really young Joker himself, Joaquin Phoenix. And but yeah, it's a good movie. I like Steve Martin, so, and I'm trying to kind of collect a lot of his movies, so this just add to the Steve Martin collection. But he is the main character in here. But yeah, as I said, there's more people in this movie, but I can't list them all. So, but it's good. I enjoy it. Okay, so moving on. Here is another Amazon pickup. So this is a movie that I really enjoyed because I remember seeing this at the theater when it came out in 1995, and it's a John Singleton movie, which he did Poetic Justice and also Boys in the Hood, and but yeah, this was really good, and he did really good films, and I believe he passed away, so rest in peace, John Singleton. But yeah, this was really just the some of the things the discussed and things that a lot of the things that were talked about in this movie still go on today, and it's amazing how they were covering this stuff in 1995. The LGBTQ wasn't a thing really, wasn't big. But now it is, and it's like this stuff wasn't really discussed. But it's amazing how they covered a lot of this. But it's amazing. I mean, it all comes full circle, basically. If you haven't seen the movie, I won't tell you too much about it. But it basically comes along, and it deals with certain issues like, racism. It deals with, sexual genders and sexual orientations, and deals with violence, and deals with, rape, and it deals with all of that stuff. And you know what? And it's some of the stuff's pretty strong, but it's very, very. At the end of the day, it's a good message. It really is a good message. But yeah, you would have to go watch it. I mean, I don't want to tell you too much about it, but there's a whole bunch. It's an all-star cast. I mean, it's got Omar Epps. It's got Ice Cube in it. It's got Michael Rappaport. It's got what do you call it? I gotta look. So I don't write notes for myself. I should. It's got Lawrence Fishburne, Christy Swanson. It's got a young Jennifer Connelly. It's got. I mean, and that doesn't stop there. It's got Regina King. I mean, you go back to it, and who would ever thought some of these actors would have been like really big actors and actresses? It's just amazing. The cast. It's even got what do you call it? Busta Rhymes in it. I mean, so but it's a really good start. Christy Swanson. I don't know if I said Christy Swanson, but it's just a great movie. Higher Learning, yeah, great movie. I would definitely recommend. So okay, so moving on. Here's a boutique label I picked up from Shout Factory. I like Dan Aykroyd. I do really enjoy some of his films. This isn't his best film, but it's entertaining. I guess it's entertaining. It's got some bright moments and some funny moments. But it's called Dr. Detroit. I'm not sure if you ever heard of this one. If you guys ever heard of this, but yeah, I've seen this a while back. Probably about 20 years ago or something. And I thought it was okay. It wasn't that bad of a price, so I figured, you know what, let me get something that nobody talks about, and the kind of movie that I like to look for, not just the common title, that everybody looks for. But yeah, Dr. Detroit. Tell me if you have that in your collection. Anyway, okay, moving on. Let's get to the ones with the slipcovers, because these non-slip covers just bug me. They probably didn't come with slip covers, but okay, moving on. A new film. I did watch this last night. And I'm a little underwhelmed, to tell you the truth. I'm underwhelmed because I thought it was going to be a little better. It wasn't really a bad film, but it wasn't great. I mean, it just wasn't what I expected it was going to be. It had some good moments, but then again, it was just like, kind of let me down a little bit. Okay, so the movie is called The Card Counter. I do like the slipcover, however, but yeah, this guy that was in this new Star Wars movies, forgot his name. It must be Oscar Isaac, yeah. But I also have Tiffany Haddish in it, and but it's a Martin Scorsese Presents movie. That always tricks you when people say that. What does that mean exactly? I mean, what did he have a hand in it? Did he, did he fund some of the movie? I mean, he didn't write it or direct it, so I don't know exactly what that means, but maybe he had some input on it, but it just wasn't my cup of tea. I mean, it's good to have, I guess, but I may not ever watch it again, but we'll see. Maybe I'll give it a second chance. Who knows? But like I said, I did watch it last night, and it was okay. Underwhelming a little bit. Okay, so moving on. All right, so the next one I did get. Now this is a new release. I did see this, however, in the theater when it came out because I am a big Sopranos fan, as you well know. And this movie had some ups and downs, but for the most part, I did enjoy it. I really did enjoy it. I think it could have went more in the direction where it showed. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what it is. It's the Many Saints of Newark, the Soprano story. So I didn't get the 4K because I believe it wasn't coming with the slipcover, and I do like my slipcovers, as you know. So I just went and dealt with the Blu-ray. I didn't think it was much of an upgrade to get to the 4K. It wasn't necessary. So, but yeah, this movie, I think it could have showed Tony a little bit more. And spoiler alert, sorry, if you haven't seen it already, but. I do. I did enjoy it, though. I did enjoy it. I like how, what do you call it? Son, played him in this, a younger version of him. But yeah, I can't think of his name. I'm drawing a blank. Okay. James Gandolfini, his son. So yeah, there it is. But anyway, yeah, it wasn't good. I recommend you watching it if you are a Sopranos fan. So. Okay, so moving on. I did get picked up a Kino Lorber. Picked up another Kino Lorber, but it was about a month ago. But I do want to get some more Kino Lorber. That's one thing I'm slacking and lacking there. But this was something I really wanted, and I didn't get it for time. So I got it for my wife because she gave me a couple gift cards for Christmas, and I went and purchased this. And yeah, so it is Silence of the Lambs, and I love the fact that it came with a slipcover, and I do enjoy the slipcover a lot. The two images, I think the original image on the original cover, I'm talking about like the VHS and DVD was just her Jodie Foster's face on here. So I like how they added the 4K with both of them, Anthony Hopkins as well, and then 3 butterflies. But yeah, Silence of the Lambs, have not opened it yet, have not watched this. I do have the Criterion version as well. So I'm not sure if it's much different, but I got it because it is the 4K. So the other one's just a Blu-ray, but we'll see if it's any different scan or anything. So, but yeah, glad to have this in my Kino Lorber collection. And then moving on, let's go to I have a rare Arrow pickup. That's another thing. I'm slacking on the Arrow. I don't have a lot of Arrow. So I'm going to start getting some more Arrows. So you're going to start seeing me with Kino Lorber, Arrows coming through. So yes, I'm excited about that. Okay, so this one, it was kind of, I've never seen it before. Never really heard, don't know much about it. So it was kind of a shot in the dark. So I did watch it, and it was all right. It was all right. Just kind of boring, but it was not great, but not terrible. I guess it's good for one watch, but may not ever watch it again. But anyway, it is The Slayer, if you haven't heard of it. I believe it was early 80s, late 70s. Let's see if it says anything on the back. 1981. Okay, 1981. So yeah, it was really, low budget as a lot of these movies are. But yeah, so the Arrow release, could add that to my collection, so I'm happy about that. But The Slayer, I guess if you guys are into that, just check it out. It's all right. It wasn't great, but we'll see. We'll see what the next Arrow title. If you guys have any recommendations for a good Arrow title, please leave it in the comments below, because I definitely need some help with that. Okay, so moving on. And this got mixed up in the mix here, actually. Okay, so this was another one that came from my wife. She bought through my Amazon gift card. And it is a 4K that I do not own. And I'm surprised I don't own it yet. I should have had this in my collection, but I do have it now, so I can't say that anymore. But it is Brad Pitt film, and it is Fury. And I thought it was a good price for $15, I want to say, or $14. So yeah, so I did get this. and I have seen this once I believe. So it'd be nice to rewatch this. But it's a good film, really good film. Okay, the last film I picked up. Was something I've been wanting for a long time, and finally got a good price on it from Amazon, and they slashed their prices a little bit. So I remember when they first came out, they were ridiculous, like $50 or something. But anyway, it is a Blue Underground. So I do have, like, I want to say 4 Blue Underground films, and I just love their packaging. It is the 4K. It is the Final Countdown, and it has the lenticular. Yes, it does, of course. If you can see that. Okay, start right there with the ship. It's going. Okay, so I haven't seen this film, but I heard it was really good. Well, at least the transfer or whatever. But I heard it was pretty good. It's got Kirk Douglas and Martin Sheen in it, so it can't be that bad. But yeah, it'll be nice to add to my Blue Underground collection. So I'm starting to get more of those, and I want to get some more of those. But yes, I'm glad to have this in the collection for sure. So, but yeah, that is it. Not a whole lot of films, but I did pick up some important ones that I really wanted, and I'm happy with my selection. But what did you guys get through the... I need to know what you guys got through your Christmas break, or Christmas, I should say, in the last couple weeks. Comment below and let me know for sure. I would love to read it. And yeah, that is it for the next video. And I'm going to do another video this weekend. It's a Dollar Tree pickups. I picked some up, and I want to do that separate video. So, but thank you so much for coming out, watching this video. Definitely subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, please. I would really appreciate that. And then also hit the likes on these videos and comment below and let me know what you picked up through Christmas. If you enjoyed this video, you may want to go check out some of my other videos. Would really appreciate that. Thank you so much, and have yourself a great night. Bye-bye.